Hi, I'm David, a software engineer at Neptyne, and here I'm going to give you a run through of this word search time, both how to use it and how it works. So here we have a word search, and I'm going to look for a word. Let's say zebra, which is not in here, and it will say zebra is invalid. But if I search for a word like beautiful, which is, it will highlight the word for me and tell me that I found it. And if I hit this give up button, it shows me the rest of the words in the word search in red because I didn't actually find those myself. And then if I want to play again, I can hit reset and I've got a new word search ready to go. So with that, let's pop into the code. So this is mainly driven from the buttons. So I'll start with actually the reset button, which runs this function reset word search. So I'm going to pop open the code editor. You'll notice at the top I have a bunch of constants here outside of the functions. So these are useful references to different points in the sheet I'm going to reference a lot, as well as some of these sizes. So here, looking at reset word search, I clear the background color of the word search. I clear the words, or I clear the found words section, a couple more cells around here. And I run this, the key thing is that I run this gen word search function and actually store the results in sheet 1 y100. So if you want to cheat, you can actually peek over there and it will tell you the words and the answers. I'll remember that for later. Great, so now let's pop into this gen word search function. And just so you can see the return value, we'll look at ands, which is a dictionary of the word is the key, and the value is the first part of the tuple is where the word starts, and the second part is the direction. So this notion of a direction is going to be somewhat important for generating the dictionary. So we start with a word search. We just use the size of the word search. And so we have an empty 2D array. We have our possible words, which is just stored in the sheet. I think, yeah, I have about 1,000 words, and I filter to the ones that are greater than 3 letters. And so this, while I equals 100, basically means I'm going to try 100 times to shove the word in, which if you were trying to shove a lot of words into a small dictionary, into a small word search, you might start to have problems. But here it generally will succeed on the first try, or the first couple tries. So we pick a random starting position and we pick a random direction. And basically what we do is for letter and word, we're going to walk through the word we've chosen. And we're going to check, these first 4 checks are out of bounds checking to make sure we don't step out of the word search. And this last check here is to say that either A, the letter is already set and matches, so that's if you have kind of 2 words crossing over each other, or B, that the letter there is not set. So if it's empty, we can freely set a letter in there. And if that succeeds, we kind of continue this traversal until we reach the end of the word. Otherwise, if that check fails, we break this loop, say we didn't pass, and we'll try again up to 100 times. So now if we do succeed in finding a spot for this word, this is where we want to store it in our answers. So you can see that we store the starting position and the direction, and as well as actually writing the word into the word search here. So before we were just testing if it could fit, and now we do the write, as well as within this traversal, you can see this similar line of code to continue traversing in that direction. And then at the very end, after we've actually filled the words in, we're just going to fill the empty spots with random letters. So what might happen, actually, is you can end up with a word search which will have additional words caused from filling these letters, but are not the answers. Especially three-letter words, I think people often find. So three-letter words are not valid in this word set search because they're not part of the dictionary. Cool. So now let's pop into what happens when we actually check a word. So I think I said peace was in here. Hit submit. Great. And I found peace, and we've highlighted it. So this function runs submit word. So I'm going to look at submit word. We're going to load up the found words and the answers. And you can see these the set and dicts load nicely from the data, which is stored in the spreadsheet. And so two cases, is this word is this word valid or is it not valid? If it's valid, we add it to our list of our dictionary of our set of found words. Additionally, we want to perform this traversal again and highlight it in yellow that you've found it. And then there's some, so that occurs here. And then there's also just some, because we're using a set, we don't need any deduping logic. We'll just write the set back into here. So this U6 equals list of found is what writes the list of words. So they won't be written in any particular order. And if it's invalid, we just basically throw the error string and clear it. And no matter what, we'll clear it so that you can cleanly write another entry. So the submitting code is actually pretty simple because of the way we've stored the answers. And the last function is this give up. So I'll hit that. And it shows me all the words I didn't find. And so we load the answers and we load our found words. So this first check, so we're going to iterate through all of the answers. If we've already found it, just skip this step. And for each letter in the word, we're just performing, again, this similar traversal with the position and direction and setting the background color to this reddish hue. So again, not a ton of logic here. And yeah, that's about it for the demo, but feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching.